all those crystals, y'all. Hello and happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is having a great week so far. So the last couple of weeks I've been doing craft videos, and this will be the last one. Again, this is a craft that's supposed to be easy and supposed to be really for children, so we'll see if I am successful, but we are going to make our own crystals. So we're gonna try to do that. But first, let me tell you all the items that you're going to need. Pipe cleaners. You really only need one, but if you want to practice, you might want extra. You'll need some string. I just used yarn from a previous craft. Food coloring, a mason jar, clear glue. It has to be clear. It can't be the white glue, so clear glue. And then just a throwaway cup that you're going to be putting the glue in. And finally, I hope I'm saying this right, alum. It's a spice that you use for pickling and canning. I've never used it before, but that is how we're going to make our crafts. And you will also need a way to let your crystals dry. So I'm going to show you a picture of that here in a second. So the first step you want to do is get your string or yarn and your pipe cleaner, and you're going to attach your string to your pipe cleaner, and you want your pipe cleaner to kind of be in a ball of some sort. And then we are going to dip this into some clear glue into here. And then we are going to cover it with alum spice. And then we're going to let it dry for probably about 8 hours. You want to do this in the morning and it should be ready by evening time. So I'm going to go do all that and we'll see what it looks like. So as you can see, I've already dipped my pipe cleaner into the glue. Make sure that your string is short enough to dry and not be touching the paper towel. And you definitely want a paper towel underneath here because the glue is dripping. And you just want a wooden spoon or a pencil or anything to tie it around and hang it from. And then the next step is to cover it with alum. Well, that's fun. So as you can see, I've covered my pipe cleaner with glue and then now the alum. And I just sprinkled it all over the place and it should be completely covered. And now we just let it sit and dry for a couple hours. It has been about 8 hours since I started this project, and my pipe cleaner has been drying for about 8 hours, and it is pretty dry. It's still a little soft, but I'm gonna try it. The next step that we need to do is you're gonna put 2 cups of boiling water into a mason jar. So adult supervision definitely needs to be happening here. And then you're gonna put in your food coloring, so whatever color you want your crystals to be. And then after that, we're gonna start stirring in the alum. Now you're supposed to have 3/4 cup of alum, and you're gonna be stirring it in slowly, 1/4 at a time. I don't have 3/4. I bought 2 of those small jars. I have about a 1/2 cup left. So if you were going to do this, you might need to buy 3 or 4 of those little jars or find a bulk size. So I'm gonna go boil water and then we'll get started. So I'm struggling here. My mason jar also does not hold 2 cups of boiling water. So we're just gonna go with it. All right, so boiling water, I don't think you guys can see it, but my water is steaming and I'm putting in, they said 40 drops of food dye, but I can only find the gel. So I'm just going to guess. Now we're gonna put the alum in, and they did say 1/4 at a time. Again, I have less water and less alum, so hopefully this works. So I'm just gonna stir it in. I'm gonna put some in there. Ooh, don't wanna lose any. And then you stir. So I put too much food coloring in here. I can't see if my alum is dissolved or not. So I have no idea. I'm gonna get the last of that. I'm gonna, spilling it everywhere. Here is the final step. We are gonna take this and we are going to drop it in very carefully. And you don't want it to be sitting on the sides or the bottom of the mason jar. You want it to be sitting just into the mason jar. So again, I probably put way too much in here. And so how I will know if it's sitting on the side or not, I don't know. Well, it's not touching the sides, and now all we have to do is wait overnight and we'll see what it looks like in the morning. So it is the next morning, so I can't see it, so I have no idea what it's gonna look like. So let's see. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna bring the phone up closer so you guys can see. This is really cool. Look at all those crystals, y'all. That is so cool. I love it. So this is definitely the coolest thing that I have done so far. I encourage you guys to do this as well. I wouldn't call it a craft. I would call it more of a science experiment. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing with it, but it was definitely a cool experience and I think you guys should do it. So I hope you guys enjoy.